Welcome back.
How about them Aggies?
Oh my gosh, dude. This is how we're starting.
Yeah, I just wanted to get you early on
Well, you got me. This is episode 14, right?
Yeah, 14.
Episode 14. Episode 13 did really well. It's actually now the second most viewed video.
Heck yeah.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Right after last week when we were talking about how last week's episode was the second most viewed video. That record has now been broken. And now it's only 3 views away from being tied for the most views on the channel. So if you're seeing this and you haven't viewed the other one, go ahead and run that one back.
It's a good episode, yeah.
Yeah, or you know what? Let's run up this one. I feel like we should do, people do like goals. Should we do a view goal? I feel like that's that's more
cool.
Corny.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So let's shoot for 55. 55 views would break the record.
That'll break it.
So 55 views. I'd also like to see 5 likes. I think the most likes we've gotten is 3.
3, yeah.
So 5 likes. Let's get to 5 likes. How about
if we do, we'll do what the top comment says. If there's also a comment,
we gotta stop doing that. See, I was literally about to say that, and I was like, nah.
Nah, if we do, we'll if we hit that before we film the next one, we'll do something special for you guys.
Yeah, we'll figure out something
unplanned, but we'll do something pretty nice.
You'll see it in the episode in which it happens.
Yes.
But of course, thank you guys for tuning in. It means a lot to us. We're going to continue to do this. TikTok's doing really well.
Keep looking at the TikTok. We like the comments and we like arguing with y'all. And we just
TikTok's where the arguments happen.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's where we get to banter with you guys.
Okay, I mean we give it, but honestly, y'all comment some. Y'all are giving it to us.
Yeah,
so we're just giving it back.
No, it's good fun. It's good fun. So yeah, we're gonna dive right into this. To the anthem of the week. Who should go first?
You go first.
I'll go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam, what's your anthem of the week?
My anthem of the week, stemming off the recently released Michael Jackson trailer, is Human Nature. It's a really good song, obviously. The trailer has a cool mashup of all his biggest hits, and Human Nature's only in there a little bit. But I saw this TikTok where it's imagine this is the opening scene of the movie, and it was Human Nature, and it's this extended edit, and the version, I'll link it in the description if I remember, because all the YouTubers be like, I'll link it, and then they forget, and I was like, how do they forget? Now that I upload videos, totally understand why you forget. Totally understand it. But I'll try and link it in the description. I'll throw it up on the screen. But it's by Single White Glove Productions or something like that. But he basically, I don't know if he does it himself, but he just takes isolated parts and makes an extended intro, and it's like 8-minute song. Awesome. Cool. That song is just really good.
What year Michael Jackson is this?
It's still Black Michael.
Okay. That was really
it's late
black or white. That's what I want.
Okay. Well, there's 2 eras. It's like Kobe. Kobe with 8 and Kobe with 24. It's Michael. Michael's black and Michael's white.
Okay. All right. So,
and whatever you think about that, we're not here to discuss that, but it's objectively true that he was black, and then all of a sudden he started looking more white.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, this song, the guitar part's just super famous. Yeah. Just a good song. So I was just, I've been feeling Michael Jackson a lot since that trailer.
Dude, the soul hits you.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite covers. We should make a segment like this, favorite covers.
Oh,
that's a good idea, right?
Good idea, yeah.
One of my favorite covers is Smooth Criminal by Alien Ant Farm. Dude, that is so good. I remember learning that on the bass, and I was like, we need to play this.
I don't know if I've ever listened to the original version,
dude,
of Smooth Criminal.
Oh my gosh. That song by Alien Ant Farm, that's a good song.
Hey, that's a good point.
That's a good song.
But yeah, my mom has always been the biggest Michael Jackson fan. I remember when he died, my mom was sobbing. So shout out to my mom for my love of Michael Jackson. Yeah. And then, now I get to explore my own songs I've never heard of. So yeah,
cool.
That's my anthem of the week.
It's a good one.
Joshua, what's yours?
Mine is Closer to Your Heart. Closer to the
Your
Heart.
Heart by Belonging Co. and Carrie Job.
No. Closer to the Heart by Rush. Jeez, I'm all over the place. Closer to the Heart by Rush. This song, for some reason, this is played at my work every single day.
Oh, really? Is it?
And I kind of hear it, and there's honestly, for a Rush song, there's nothing crazy about it. I think the drums in Rush are always really good. I don't know the drummer's name, my bad, but
dude, I don't I don't even know drummers' names. I'm a drummer.
Yeah. So I mean, it's really good drum parts, but yeah, I just think overall there's nothing crazy in it. Nothing. It's just like a good catchy song that kind of lifts the mood a little bit,
Yeah.
and I like it. I also really like Rush. Rush is a pretty good band.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, not new news to anyone, but like Rush is a good band. So yeah, that's mine. Go listen to it and
let us know what you
shout
think.
out Rush.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
This was a good. Rush has Tom Sawyer. Yeah, Tom Sawyer. Whenever they play it live, apparently they do like the South. I just saw a clip. This may only be a one time thing, but they add a clip from South Park.
Oh, really?
Where because like apparently the South Park creators are like huge Rush fans, like their favorite band.
Yeah.
So they made a clip where like Cartman and the kids like make a band, and then they're singing Tom Sawyer.
Mm.
And I don't know, just go find that clip and watch it.
Okay.
And it's really funny because that's how they start their shows is they use that clip from South Park,
dude,
and then they go straight into the song.
Oh my goodness,
dude, it's so cool.
Dude, you gotta love that.
It's just overall like I don't know, it's just cool like kind of throwback band, but then like playing into modern pop culture or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
Give it a nod to the people.
Exactly.
I like I'll see videos of like drummers and it's like POV how to get fired from a gig, and it's really just like
dude,
they'll be playing a hard rock song and they'll do like they have a sound pad and they do like a sound bite.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, I love that. That's hilarious. It'll be like Patrick Starr being like my leg or something like that. It's not Patrick, but the fish guy. So yeah.
Fish guy.
Do we want to do? Should we talk about the Cowboy game?
Yeah, let's just brush on the Cowboy game before we get into college football.
They did indeed win. They beat the Vegas Raiders, so not much of a shock. At least, you know what? Here's what I'll say. Yeah, we should beat them, but I think we beat them the way we should.
Yes.
And look, it's still an NFL team. Like, we're not acting like, with college football, it's like, yeah, well, you beat UConn.
Yeah.
Clearly it's not the same talent. But, like, everybody's in the NFL for a reason. They're, like, it's good players.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have learned from the Commanders game. I'm not getting my hopes up whatsoever. Mm-hmm. We're 4-5-1, which is, like, surprisingly better than I thought we would be.
Yeah.
Given
Trying
how we
to
started.
turn it around.
Yeah.
So.
Well, look, I think we're good enough. And I just said I'm not going to get hopeful, but I want to believe in the defense getting better. I'm not going to say, like, the defense is going to be good, but I feel like it can get to a point where it's fine. Especially with, like, Quentin Williams looked good.
Yeah, he did. He made an impact.
Dude, he had a sack and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Quentin Williams, Sam Wilson, is that his name? Or is that the Falcon? It's definitely the Falcon.
Don't say it. Don't you say it. Left. Come on!
It's Sam, I'm pretty sure.
Logan Wilson is
Logan. Yeah, that's definitely it.
I don't know if he did, but I saw him on the field. And you know what? Who doesn't love a good white linebacker? You know what I'm saying? They are a dying breed.
Sean Lee.
Luke Kuechly.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Luke Kuechly, bro. The definition of a white linebacker.
Van Der Esch.
Brian Urlacher.
Urlacher, dude, yeah.
Just white guys that like to just freaking hit somebody.
Just hit somebody.
They're like, dude, and that's really what you need. And we're gonna get DeMarvion Overshown back. He's a good player, or he was before he got hurt. We'll see what he looks like, but he was looking really good. So I think this defense only has room to get better. Mm-hmm. And I think with some of the moves, like I said, it's not going to be great, but I think it can be to the point to where it's not losing us games, where the offense does everything possible and we still lose.
Initially, watching this Cowboys game, I thought, man, the Raiders defense is so bad, it's making the Cowboys offense look good. But then after watching like into the third and fourth quarter, I was like, Cowboys offense just looks really good. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not a question. They just have a good offense. I think that's just the point. They can show up when they can always show up when they need to. We just need all the pistons firing kind of thing. So
I think it's like, let me make sure I get this right. When teams play the Cowboys defense, it's like, oh my gosh, the offense looks good, but they're playing the Cowboys defense, so it's kind of like,
yes,
is it the defense that's bad, or is it like your offense is looking good?
Yeah,
I think it's also true for Dallas's offense, where it doesn't matter what kind of defense we're playing, we're gonna make your defense look not as good as it actually is. Like, we put up 40, however many points on the Packers. I'm not saying the Packers is a good defense. I don't know how good the defense is, but I just feel like it's kind of the same way our defense is for other teams. Like our offense will go out there and make good defenses look not as good. And then, to kind of counterpoint my own argument I just made, Denver made our offense look bad.
Yeah.
And so maybe not for every team, but I feel like, we go out there and play Philly. We can make, we can put up points on Philly.
And that's what I was about to say. They play Philly this week.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Dude, segued you into it.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. We'll really see where both the teams are this far. I think the whole thing with Philly is they just simply know how to win football games. Mm-hmm. There's no really good pass game. There's no really good run game. I mean, they have one of the best running backs in the league.
It's just not a good season.
Yeah, there's just no outlier to them. They just simply know how to win a game. So can the Cowboys combat that? I mean, I think that's a good question.
And I think this is a big, swing game. I don't think the Eagles are 8-2. We're 4-5-1. I don't think we're gonna make a run at the division. But I don't know. Philly at times has looked completely beatable, and then at other times looked unstoppable.
I agree totally.
So I think they're a little more volatile than they have been.
Yeah.
In the past.
If they stop jumping off sides on touch pushes, then it'll be a game for everybody. So
yeah, once the league cracks down on their all the cutting corners they do, maybe they're not a good team.
I agree.
But yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up, but I see the bones of a really good team. It's Dallas, so we're always going to be competitive. But I just, what would this team look like with Micah Parsons? Obviously, we wouldn't have Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams, but I don't know. What moves could you have made with Micah Parsons on your team to go kind of help him out?
It wouldn't have changed the weak secondary.
Oh, no.
I mean, I'll give it that.
No, the secondary is still probably the biggest weak point on our team because I feel like the linebacking, like we just talked about, linebacking is getting better. Defensive line, our defensive tackles, Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But who's rushing the passer?
Yeah.
It's the Ezeraku dude and James Houston.
Yeah.
Y'all see the James Houston meme? I love the James Houston meme.
What is it?
I can't say it.
No, James Houston. That's James Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just look it up. It's hilarious. But yeah, the Dallas Cowboys experience, it's pretty much always the same. It's a whole lot of being let down.
That's cool. I only wanted to touch on, since we're talking about NFL, I just want to touch on one game, and then we'll kind of, if you have anything to say about NFL, we can kind of roll off of it. Okay. But the Seahawks and the Rams, that's the only game I really want to talk about. It was a really good matchup. I mean, there was a lot going into this game for both teams, but I hate to say it. Sam Darnold, as much as I like him, the dude just literally threw away the game.
Yep.
And I hate having to put a full blame on a quarterback because, guy still had 280 yards.
Yeah.
It's just when you throw 4 picks, what can you do?
You single-handedly did that yourself.
You did it yourself because, I mean, they still had just a ton of passing yards. I mean, everything worked out. It was just...
Well, I'm looking at this box score, and Matt Stafford. Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah, that guy. He only had 130 passing yards. He was 15 to 28. It was a. I wish I could see. Hold on. Let's see if I can see team stats. I want to see the offensive yardage comparison because the way I'm kind of seeing it right now, it looks like the Seahawks easily. Yeah, Seahawks had 414 to LA's 249 total yards, and we will talk about this with Alabama coming up. When you see something like that, and the Rams win the game, you beat yourself.
Yeah,
the Seahawks beat themselves. The 4 turnovers.
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Yeah, sorry.
No. You're making my point exactly. It's just they beat themselves.
Yeah,
and I just think that's a notable thing to talk about because Seattle is most likely going to make the playoffs. Yeah. I'd be very surprised if they somehow get away with it.
Right now.
Yeah, I don't know if they would somehow not win that.
Have they already played the Rams twice?
Yeah,
I actually have it right here.
But yeah, it's just when you get in the playoffs, one game and you're gone. So you can't be beating yourselves.
The Rams is week 16, looks like. Okay. Thursday night football. 12-18.
May actually be a good Thursday night football for once.
Yeah, for once.
Instead of freaking...
Look, you could put Bills, Ravens, prime Bills, prime Ravens on Thursday Night Football, and it would still find a way to be a bad game.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's just a
such good
Thursday
point.
night thing, man.
I know.
I don't think, and like, especially if you have a team who's coming off especially if you have a team coming off a Monday night game and they're playing Thursday, that's not fair. But like, dude, 4 days turnaround, and usually, guys, I don't know how it works, but league-wide, the universal day off is Tuesday for the league.
Yeah.
But I would, kind of imagine that teams who play on Thursday probably don't get that day off. But it's quick turnaround, so it's not. I feel like that kind of factors into why Thursday
got
games are not good.
4-day break, basically.
Yes. Yeah,
so,
at most 4 days.
Yeah, at most. Other notable, real quick, shout out Jacoby Brissett, setting an NFL record.
47
completions. That's wild. And he went 47 for 57. Great percentage. But who is dialing up 57 pass plays?
Jonathan Gannon.
Dude, oh my gosh. I mean, hey, you didn't win, but like you set a record.
No, you got blown out by 19.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it good, but for Jacoby Brissett, good for him. Yeah,
he's in the record books.
Yeah, exactly. We know he's a good quarterback.
Yeah,
but it's just,
no. I mean, that's why he's hung around the league as long as he has. Because I mean, he was
47.
He was how old is he? He's 32, so he's not even like super old. God, I mean, he's got 10 touchdowns and 3 picks, 1,500 yards. He hasn't played the whole. I mean, Jacoby Brissett's kind of having a good year.
He really is.
66 completion percentage. I mean, dang, dude.
You just got to win.
Is Kyle Murray done for the season? He's on IR. Okay, yeah, he probably is. Huh, interesting. I don't know. Cardinals are a bad team, so.
Yeah. It's irrelevant, but I just want to say shout out to you, Jacoby, because you are you're balling. Yeah, you're setting records apparently. So.
I just want to say the New England Patriots are cool.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They're up there with the Colts.
Drake May. Ball out, man.
Dude, I mean, look, you got New England and Indianapolis and Denver. Those are the 3 top teams in the AFC. 3 years ago, you'd been like, nah, you're kidding, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like, 3 years ago, the Pats maybe still had Mac Jones. The Colts were like just drafting or just losing Andrew Luck. The Broncos were like first year with Russ. Like all 3 of these teams have had like pretty impressive quick turnarounds.
Yeah.
The Patriots, obviously, it's like the most fruitful because they drafted their guy, built around him, didn't like throw him to the fire immediately, let him sit for a little bit, and then gave him a little bit of playing time at the end of the year, and like he looks really good. So yeah, I just think it's.
I like that though. I mean, I like seeing new teams pop up and do good. Yeah. Like, I'm honestly a big dynasty guy. Like, I mean, what's our dynasty?
I am the biggest dynasty guy.
I love watching a good dynasty. Like, I was pulling for Chiefs over Eagles just so they could solidify a dynasty. I mean, I think that's fair. I don't like the Eagles at all. So,
see, I
wanted to solidify a dynasty like that, but I'm cool with all these new teams popping up.
I mean,
it's just don't get to the Super Bowl and sell it. That's my whole thing with it. Because when you get a Super Bowl and sell it, it's like, oh, now this season is going to look like a dominant season for someone.
Yeah, or what could have been or whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. NFL is weird this season.
NFL is weird.
Because the Bears are in first place in their division.
Yeah, dude.
The Bucks, the Rams is fine. Eagles is same. But, yeah. Weird, I'm looking at the standings right now. It's just not like the status quo we've been used to. So yeah.
Also, oh my gosh, sorry, I keep seeing NFL games and I remember something big that happened. The Chargers are falling off a cliff right now, getting beat 35-6 by the Jags.
Yes.
Okay, the Jags don't even have that notable of a defense. They're not bad. They actually lead the league in. They have the top 3 guys for interceptions.
Oh, really?
So the Jags are a good fantasy pickup. I just picked them up, actually.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah. I can't take them. You already got them.
Yeah, their defense is actually really good, but, dude, Chargers, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, no, because they started off 4-0?
Yeah, they started off hot.
They beat somebody pretty notable in the first few games, and we're like, are the Chargers legit?
Yeah.
I know they've lost their 2 starting tackles to, season-ending injuries. So
They started
obviously
3-0.
They beat the Chiefs week 1, and that's when everybody was like, and the Broncos.
And the Broncos, but then they lose to the Giants. They lose to the Commanders.
The Giants game was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, which now looking back, and they barely beat the Dolphins. They lose to the Colts. I don't know. It's just you got to turn that around.
What was I saying?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. Obviously, it wasn't that important.
The Chargers.
Oh yeah, they lost their 2 top tackles to season-ending injuries. So
that is true. You can see watching them how weak their line looks.
Yeah, I mean
I totally agree with that.
They traded for Trevor Penning from the Saints, who is like not good, and they traded for him like we need somebody who like at least can play games.
Yeah.
So yeah, to Josh's point, what a fall off. So yeah, we've got some new. We got a new segment. We actually have a new segment. I almost forgot. I was actually about to move
I almost
right
forgot
by
as well. Yeah,
we're doing the same thing. Josh came up with this segment, so everybody clap for him. I'm gonna put a sound effect in there. Maybe I'll mute myself. Yeah, you're welcome.
That's a good.
That was really lame. Being here. But yeah, take it away, Josh.
Yeah. So I don't know. This just came to me, and I was like, this. It's a good thing to talk about that not a lot of people experience or something they don't realize with supporting their team. But basically, the segment is all about something I haven't experienced with my team. And my example is the Cowboys. They have never experienced, in our lifetime, really at all, but especially in our lifetime, a long-term coach. Well, okay, yeah, great point, actually. Mine is Tom Landry, the original coach, but I said our lifetime.
Yeah, your lifetime, totally.
I don't know. I just think that's something to think about because, like, you look at other teams in the league, like the Ravens, the Steelers. I mean, you got Tomlin. Tomlin's been there, like, 18 years or something. I don't know if that's true, but a long time. I don't know. I just think that's something Cowboys fans, maybe not even fans, but the Cowboys as a whole need is a good anchor, support, backbone, something to kind of keep them going. So,
just looking it up real quick. 19 seasons.
Dude, I'm on the money.
Yeah. I'm going to look up longest tenured NFL coaches.
Dude, I think it's going to be Tom Landry.
No, just currently.
Oh, current. Okay.
This is NFL history, actually. Okay. Well, I don't want that.
Curly.
Current NFL head coach. Yeah, Curly Mo. So it's Tomlin, Harbaugh, Reed, and then Sean McDermott is at number 4, and he's only been with Buffalo for 8 years. Okay. Same thing with Sean McVay.
Sean McVay's right.
And Kyle Shanahan.
Okay.
Dude, what a year of hiring head coaches.
But
all
see,
3 of those dudes were good hires.
Yeah, no, it really was. But like you look at those, and I still think every one of those coaches, I'd even give Matt LaFleur, who's been there 6 years, maybe. I'd give all of them I would take them as a head coach.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Even after 19 seasons or whatever, I'd be fine with Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, dude, Mike Tomlin became the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers when I was 4 years old, and I am now 22.
Yeah.
So, I think the longest head coach that we've lived through as a Cowboys fan was Jason Garrett, and we looked up earlier. He was the head coach for 9 years.
Yeah.
And like that would put him right behind Andy Reid. But even then, that's not, I don't know. Doesn't seem that long. We're talking, double that for Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 2 decades he's been.
And
the
I
head
feel
coach.
like Steelers fans are not mad about that.
No.
On the flip side, though, John Harbaugh, Ravens fans are starting. I mean, me especially. I'm not a Ravens fan, but me looking from the outside.
Ravens fan Josh, alter ego.
They're starting to be like, okay, why are we losing when we have the most stacked team?
Yeah.
So I get that where it's like, okay, eventually it could come back to change, but I don't know. I mean, it's just something cool. That's something I haven't experienced with my team. Look at that. I tied it all in.
Yeah, look at that. Circle back. Dude, to me it's weird because Kevin Stefanski's at number 9, and he's been with Cleveland for 5 years. That's how low the bar is. I can't believe Kevin Stefanski's been in Cleveland for 5. I know he won a Coach of the Year not too long ago, but
that's interesting.
I just feel like Cleveland, dude, they.
Why do you want that? I mean, he's a good coach, but why? I mean, dude, just look at record, look at everything.
Yeah, nobody in the NFL stays very long. That's what I'm finding out looking at this list.
Not at all.
Crap. something that I've never experienced. Um, as I'm gonna go as an Alabama fan since he took the Cowboy one. I have two options, and I might just do them both because they're kind of similar. The first thing that came to mind is I've never experienced a losing season or even a season with 4 losses. And I feel like I'm not remembering correctly, but
I've never experienced too many women hitting on me. That's what this guy's trying to say. And
I feel like Alabama lost 4 games last year, so I'm just going to double check.
yeah, they did. They were 8-4.
8-4.
Yeah.
Because we lost.
What a crazy take.
Yeah, no. So that's why I wanted to say it or see it, say it. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So 4 losses because it was Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Michigan. Yes. So I'm just going to go ahead and say I've never experienced a losing season, but I've also, and Josh said this earlier, and I really liked it.
That's basically a losing season, though.
Yeah, 4 losses is to Alabama fan like 0-11.
Yeah,
I'd rather go 0-11 than 8-4 because that's just and it doesn't even matter because there's no draft picks or anything. It just kind of like is a wasted season. And the thing with college is you only get these guys for like sometimes 3 years. Sometimes you only see them play for 2 years because they can redshirt and then leave as a redshirt sophomore, and they only play 2 seasons. So when you just kind of waste a season, it's like, okay, well, your guys who are really good, they're either going to graduate or they're 1 year closer to graduating. So I feel like in college, it's like there's no point in being bad. Where in the NFL, it's like, oh, if we're bad, we can take that. Maybe we lose a couple guys, but we can get a top draft pick. So, yeah, just kind of said that for no reason. What he said earlier is, I've never experienced a national championship that was in doubt.
Or that was, sorry, just go ahead.
And I didn't roll with that as like my primary one because there's definitely been times like when Alabama won the national championship in 2020 and beat Ohio State. I did not think we were going to win that championship.
Yeah.
And we ended up blowing them out. The LSU one in 2011, I didn't think we were going to win that one. I was little. Obviously, I wasn't like thinking for myself. My dad didn't think we were going to win. But that's the same season we already lost LSU that year. So, in our minds, it's like, okay, well, who's to say we won't lose to them again? They already beat us. The Notre Dame one was kind of up in the air because it's like, oh, this is a great defense. It's Notre Dame, Manti Te'o, Heisman finalist, and we whooped them. So there's definitely been seasons where I'm like, oh, no, we got it. And I think as of late, here's the thing that's really eating away at me as an Alabama fan is used to, like, it could be an Oklahoma game and we could be down. And I go back to the Tennessee game in Saban's final year where we're down like 17-3 going into halftime, and I wasn't nervous at all. I was like, we're still going to win this game. We don't have that anymore. I now, like, every Alabama game, like, we're going to lose. Like, I don't have that, like, unshakable confidence, and it's because we don't have Nick Saban. And the same, I don't want to say standard, but the same, I don't even know, same standard of excellence. Not that there's anything wrong with Kalen DeBoer, but maybe that's kind of what I've never experienced having doubts about how good my team is until now. And it's just hard to deal with.
It's like groundbreaking for
you. No. This is like definitely.
It's like what you say in the mirror to yourself.
No, like last season, it was like a big, like, hey, man, this is kind of normal. I was an A&M fan for a bit, and it's like I never really fully bought in, but I saw A&M lose game. Like we lost to App State week 2 of
week 1.
Week 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we watched App State come into Kyle Field and beat us, and we left at halftime because it was that bad.
Yeah.
So I've experienced some kind of letdown, but dude, it's really hitting me different now. It's like, okay, well, this is the team that I've known to dominate college football for 15 years of my life, and now we don't know if we're going to beat Florida State.
Yeah.
So
it's accurate.
I don't know. I just said a whole bunch of nonsense, but to my point,
something you've never seen your team experience.
Yeah, is being uncertain about how good we're going to perform.
Okay. I mean, honestly, that's probably a good thing to deal with, but I get where you're coming from.
Well, no, it's probably healthy to not just, be, because, I remember when Alabama lost Texas a couple years ago, I was talking to my buddy who's a Texas fan, and he's like, "Oh, you nervous?" I'm like, "No, we're going to whoop y'all," and we didn't. And that was like the first moment where I was like, okay, dude, you can't just overlook teams.
Yeah, that's fair.
Look forward to the national championship. Anyways,
fair.
here's my answer. So kind of on the back of that, the new college football rankings are out, and
good bridge into college football.
Yeah, for the second week in a row, I've totally forgotten about these and missed them. So I know where Bama's at, but I haven't really looked at the kind of the rest of this. And we don't do it like the AP poll. I've got a different list than he does, so
we'll see if everything checks out.
Yeah, we'll let Josh just do his thing, let him cook.
All right. We're going to break down each first round and then who they play in the second round. So, first one, number 12, Tulane versus number 5, Texas Tech.
Okay.
And this is just, I'm saying the rankings based off the playoffs. This is not
the bracket.
The bracket. Yeah.
Oh,
excuse me.
Excuse him.
Bless you.
Tulane is not ranked number 12. So I was about to say
they are ranked in the official. They are ranked number 24.
Yeah. So number 12 Tulane versus number 5 Texas Tech. And the winner of that is going to play number 4 Georgia, who just filled that number 4 spot.
They hopped into number 4 with a.
But I mean, pretty deserved. So.
Cool for Tulane. I just feel like this group of 5 spot. It's like why we shouldn't talk about it because last week it was South Florida.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if South Florida won. It's like why did they drop out? Oh no, Tulane. No. Yeah, South Florida lost to Navy. I was watching a little bit of this game, and it was just like. It was like,
oh yeah,
South Florida was always a touchdown away from being a touchdown away. Like it was always Navy's up 14, South Florida goes and scores, cuts the deficit to 7. Navy goes back and answers. It's 14 again.
Dude,
so
Byron Brown had 327 yards. So
it's just Navy.
Yeah,
like dude,
yeah,
it's
I
so
totally
hard
agree.
to stop Navy's offense.
8-2 Navy.
Yeah, 8-2 Navy. Like this Army Navy game, I don't know what Army is, but it's always a big deal. But potentially could be like hinging on Navy getting into the playoff.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to see. And have you seen the uniforms this year?
No. Can you check them out? Really?
I mean, they're always
good.
always.
That's what I was about to say.
I watched a video of this is how I saw them of this guy, and he said that Army's was better than Navy's, and I don't agree. Navy, really? They're both inspired. I'll just give you like a little rundown. You won't be able to tell what they look like. They're both inspired by the 250th anniversary of the creation of each of them.
Yeah.
And one of them is like kind of a callback to like the Navy ones. The Navy ones are a callback to like the original frigates they had. And it's just cool.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, so that's definitely those are accurate. So Army's is just kind of like gray, like marbly.
That's cool.
That's
really sick,
dude.
though.
The helmet on the Navy ones
is
so
really
cool.
good.
I wish you could see on the side. It's like a little drawing on parchment paper of a like certain.
Oh,
ship.
like that right there.
Yes, that right there.
Okay, that's like awesome.
And then the Army ones have like they have like the "We the People" font, and like their uniforms look like like they're marbleized. So yeah, they always have cool uniforms, but I think Navy definitely cooked this year. For sure. But anyways, we were talking about Tulane and Texas Tech. Texas Tech, I really need to probably win out, and that means beating BYU again to help my team's chances of. We're in the playoffs, but things could definitely get a little weird.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the season, if things kind of don't go Bama's way, so I need Texas Tech to win out. I think they can. They've already beat BYU once. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just kind of that late season craziness that kind of takes over. It's what Miami's known for. It's just dropping games for no reason.
Yeah.
Kind of what Bama's becoming known for under Kalen DeBoer is just, hey, let's lose to Oklahoma. 3 weeks left of the season. Let's just lose to them.
Yeah.
Blow everything.
I love this. What a great idea.
Let's literally put our backs against the wall as hard as we can.
Yeah, hey, let's go into Auburn, and hopefully we can win so we can make the playoffs. If we don't, we're out.
Well, the problem is that's actually what I was going to bring up later when we were talking about Alabama. Is
getting ahead of myself.
No, it's fine, but that's what I was going to bring up. Is losing to Oklahoma only opens the door way more for Auburn to come in and be like, all right, we really have something. Even though our season doesn't mean anything, we can kill someone else's season.
Yep.
So
that's
hit
the nail on the head, dude.
That's where it's at.
That's like the only way. I don't know. continue.
I was just going to say, surely Tech would win this against Tulane. I would hope they do, but then Tech versus Georgia.
I kind of like that.
I like it. That would be such a game worth watching. It's just that's a game Georgia wins.
To me,
I hate to say it.
I know it's like a bad time to say this, or like whatever, however you want to say it, but I feel like Tech versus Georgia would be a good way to find out exactly how good Tech's defense is. Because Tech's defense is supposed to be one of the better ones in the country, and it has looked very good. It's also against Big 10 or Big 12 teams. Georgia's offense is actually not that bad. It's better than it usually is. So I just wonder, in a matchup like that, Tech versus Georgia, all this money that Tech went out and spent on their defense, does it pay off? Is their defense actually like SEC caliber to where you can stop a team like Georgia and then earn your ticket to the Final Four? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know. It's a good test for both teams.
Yes.
On both sides.
Dude, I really love that matchup.
I would love to watch that game. So
yeah.
Cool. You good on that one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next week 1 matchup. We have number 9, Notre Dame versus number 8, Oklahoma. Winner plays Ohio State.
These are my 2 enemies right now.
What's that saying? The enemy, my enemy is my friend's enemy, some shit like that. All right, give me 10 grand.
This is the two lost teams that are ranked above my team. Oklahoma deserves it.
Notre Dame, though?
Notre Dame, in my opinion, does not deserve to be ranked number 9. They should be ranked where Alabama's at. Just flip them. I kind of want to save it for the Bama segment, but like, I don't know. Can we like transition this one into the Bama game?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So all 3 of these teams, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Alabama, have 2 losses. Alabama has the better resume, I think, better than both of them. At least right now, compared to Notre Dame, I think we easily have the better resume. Notre Dame's best win right now is USC. USC's going to play Oregon this week, and their second best win.
9-3, I think.
Yes, 9-3. Notre Dame's second best win is 7-4 Pitt.
That sounds right. Yeah.
So, and Alabama's second best win would be. Let me see.
The only thing, look, this is my thing of what hurts Alabama with 2 losses is the FSU loss, because now FSU has turned into nobody.
Well,
when Notre Dame's 2 losses are A&M,
yes,
and then who's your other one? Miami, and since Miami's in the ranking, jeez.
Here's my ace up my sleeve here. Alabama's lost Florida State. If Florida State wins out, they'll be 7-5, and they really can. Because they're like they play nobody this week and then Florida in the last week.
Yeah.
And say Pitt has a easy path to being 7-5 as well. So you take Florida State 7-5, Pitt 7-5, Alabama lost to Florida State. Yes, that they have the same record as Notre Dame's second best win.
Yeah.
And so when you put it like that, Notre Dame's playing nobody. Especially if USC loses out and they go, what are they right now? Are they 9-3? No, 9-3 is like an end of the year type of record. Oh, dude,
whose record?
Oh, sorry, USC's 8-2, so USC could end up being 8-4. So it just depends on how you want to look at it and the way you kind of treat the rankings. But in my mind, Notre Dame's second best win can be just as bad as our worst loss, and then our other losses to Oklahoma, who's ranked number 8, and then we've beaten number 4 Georgia. Notre Dame's best win is number 15 USC.
Yeah,
and so
I get exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah,
here's my counter to that: is if I were a Bama fan, I would give or take, I'd be more happy where I'm sitting. Because all you got to do is beat Oregon, and then Alabama could beat Indiana. Like, I think that's happening.
I like that.
I would rather not have to play either Oklahoma you lost to or Notre Dame, who can always win, and then immediately have to follow it with Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
my thing looking forward. I would be more fine with where Alabama's at. Because at the end of the day, as long as you're in the playoffs, it's all about who you're playing and then who you're playing next. Not necessarily where you're at in it. Yeah. So, I mean, because that's where I've been at A&M the last 2 or 3 weeks is A&M looks good just because whoever they have to play, and that's once again going to happen this week when we're about to get into it. But it just it depends on who you're going to have to play. So, I mean, I don't know. This playoff thing is so weird.
Yeah.
All the 12 teams and
everything.
Dude,
like,
but
we've talked about it the last 3 weeks. We've had these rankings, and every week it's been like not drastically, but there's been like key teams that are like lost or
yes, exactly.
Like last week, South Florida was in. This week, Tulane's in.
Yeah, exactly. There's still good teams in the top 12. They're just not in that top 4 to where you got to win. You got to beat them, and then you got to go play someone almost equally as good.
Yep.
So
that's
where I'm at with Alabama. But I mean, don't lose to OU.
Yep.
That's also my response.
Are you done with Notre Dame, Oklahoma? I really think Notre Dame would win.
I think that's what I was going to say too. For some reason, as much as I don't want to say it, I think Notre Dame's got it. I think John Mateer would show up really good, but that's going to be hard to beat that Notre Dame defense. So
here is exactly why I don't think Oklahoma beat Notre Dame. Oklahoma couldn't beat us. We beat us. Oklahoma did not beat us. And you can say I'm coping, but we literally if you go look, hold on, I'm actually going to do it. I'm about to, dude, this could be a 50-minute long rant if y'all let me get into it. This could have been a solo video.
Oklahoma didn't beat us.
They didn't.
They beat us.
They literally didn't. This will be the maddest you'll ever see me on this podcast, unless we lose to Eastern Illinois this weekend. This game, it's what I just said about the Seahawks and Rams. You look at the total yards. Alabama 406, Oklahoma 212. Why did Alabama lose? I don't know, because we had 3 turnovers.
I was about to say 3 turnovers.
We had 3 turnovers that led to 20 points for Oklahoma. Oh, gosh, the breakdown of this. Okay. Oklahoma scored a touchdown off of a big punt return. That was their one offensive touchdown that they scored, because Ty threw a pick 6. Actually, dude, am I even remembering this game?
He threw a pick 6, and then he also lost a fumble.
And that Oklahoma had short fields. They had John Mateer, 15 to 23, 138 passing yards. They rushed.
That's all he needed.
To be completely fair, it maybe if John Mateer needed more, he could have got more. But there was,
or it could have hurt him more if he needed to go further on the field. Mm-hmm. It might have hurt him more.
I wish it showed me like average starting field position. That's like, dude, we're getting too deep in the numbers,
dude. That's pretty.
But like, dude, we won the time of possession by 9 minutes. I mean, we should have won this game. We just beat ourselves. We're fumbling the ball. Ty Simpson has had a second half strip sack fumble in the last 4 or 5 games, and I feel like I saw a lot of people saying like, "Oh, Bama's been playing with fire," and I was like, "Yeah, we are, but maybe we'll never get burnt." We finally got burnt. Yeah. The offense has kind of played like this lately, where it's like,
go ahead.
The offense has played where it's like barely good enough. Like the LSU, we should have beat LSU by way more than we did. We just kind of like got out of there with a win. And you play a team like Oklahoma, who has a very good defense. Your offense won't always be able to bail you out, and the defense played good. They played really good. I mean, if it wasn't for turnovers and good field position, they wouldn't have given up 23 points.
I agree. Because it was a close win.
I really, like I said, I don't think we lost to Oklahoma. We lost to ourselves, and Oklahoma benefited from it. I'm sick and tired of losing to Oklahoma. I don't think it's Kalen DeBoer's fault. The team looked ready to play. We were just making mistakes. And Kalen DeBoer is not out there playing quarterback and wide receiver and running back and offensive line.
He's not out there losing fumbles.
He's a good head coach, and if you want to say fire Kalen DeBoer, I think you're wrong. If you lose it to Auburn, another situation. Even if it's not his fault, it still will be his fault. But let's pump the brakes. I still feel like this is a good team. We just beat ourselves. And my last point that I'll make, and then we can move on past this.
I have a good point, but
okay. After the Florida State loss, we played ULM. And we whooped ULM, and everything about our offense looked amazing. And I think it's a similar situation this weekend because we have Eastern Illinois, who's a worse team than ULM. And it gives us a chance to reset ourselves, get Ty in the rhythm, because Ty in the ULM game did not have an incompletion. He was perfect. He was throwing dots. He was on the money. He looked good. And that
That rolls over.
I feel like that propelled him into winning those 4 straight ranked SEC games. So I feel like there's not a better time for this Eastern Illinois game than right now. Get yourself right for Auburn. Auburn, you go and beat Auburn. Maybe the SEC championship. I don't even know how that's looking, but just get yourself right. Get yourself rolling forward. Build up some momentum so maybe we can make a run. Because I still feel like this team is definitely good enough to make a run in the playoffs. We just got to play turnover-free football, not play like a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's all I got to say.
Do you want to know why Alabama lost? Here's why they lost. You know where I'm going with this? For the first time ever in my life, I put...
Oh, yes. Yeah.
This guy was so mad. I put cold hard cash on Alabama winning this game.
Yeah.
I bet on them. I was so confident. It was 66-33 Alabama, and I was like, yeah, I got that. I'll make a little money off of it. I put money on it. I lost all of it, but I texted this guy, and I was like, we were texting about the game or whatever, and he was like, he was in such a bad mood, and he was like, don't ever put money on Alabama again to win a game.
I was worried that it came across as too rude, because obviously, like, I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just really trying to be funny. But I said, I think I said, hear me when I say this. Don't you ever put money on my team again. And I'm like, dude, I wasn't even thinking that way.
Dude,
but towards the end, I'm like,
funny.
of course, bro. He bet on my team. We're going to lose.
Dude, that's the first time ever I've ever put anything on Alabama.
Yeah.
So, dude, I don't know. It just goes
Fade
to
his
show.
bets.
It just goes to show.
Fade his bets.
Yeah. Hey, that's the biggest loss I've had this whole year, though. I was actually with Sam, not this past college football week, but the week before. He watched me live bet and make money off of it. I meant to bring that up last week, actually.
Who was it? It was Cal and...
dude, I don't even remember now.
It was a super late game.
We were just together watching football.
Yeah, because it was Alabama LSU just finished, and we were watching no, it was still going.
We were flipping back and forth.
But this was like overtime.
Cal and Louisville. And I was like, look, oh my gosh, I don't want to give away any of my secrets. I knew Cal had it. Okay, going into overtime, I knew Cal had it. They had the better offense going into it. And you just got to bet on them when they're down. So
that's how you make your money.
Yeah. No,
better
I mean,
odds.
that is. Yeah, better odds. And, dude, remember, we might have hugged whenever they scored.
Yeah.
Because I was so happy.
Well, no, it was literally, he could have cashed out. And we're sitting there. It's overtime.
Yeah.
I
let it ride. Baby.
Yes,
you just got to let it
with
ride.
Every play, we were watching the dollar amount go down because Cal was on the goal line. They're getting stopped.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching his
fourth
payout.
Down. It was fourth down.
We're watching his payout go down and down and down with every time they don't score a touchdown, and it's 4th and goal. And he's like, "Should I cash out? I get like 85 cents." And we're like, "Nah, we should let it ride."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Dude, look, all they need is it was like 3 yards. They need 3 yards, score a touchdown." What do they do? Lined it up, ran the ball, touchdown.
Yeah.
He won his money.
Dude,
So yeah, that was hype, bro. That's the first time I've ever been
hype.
excited for Cal football.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we were into it.
Yeah, since like the Jared Goff days.
We were into it.
So yeah, that's
Oh, that's funny.
That's the long way of saying Bama is better than OU.
Yeah.
And all of you OU fans can suck.
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm just gonna bridge right in the next one. Alabama, Oregon. That would be the first round.
That's 10-7.
Alabama number 10, Oregon number 7. Winner plays number 2, Indiana. I mean, okay, as unbiased as you can be, how would you feel about Alabama playing Oregon?
I don't know.
I
don't think.
Let me tell you my opinion first.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I like to disagree just because it makes this interesting.
Yep.
But I do think Alabama would have Oregon. I think Oregon's still playing good this year, but they're not to the caliber that we see Oregon play at.
Yes.
So I think Alabama's got that. I think Alabama versus Indiana is a little different game.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's... I don't know. I honestly don't know who would win that. My gut wants to say go with Bama again because that's a game Bama would win. But this is also like a historic season for Indiana.
Yes.
So it's kind of hard to go against them in that sense. Because, I mean, we've seen Alabama lose 2 games they shouldn't have. So now it's like, who's to say Indiana is not just going to be like, all right, we're carrying our momentum into this game and just beating them.
Yeah, we're just going to step up and take it right now.
That's my take. I think Alabama's definitely got Oregon. I think it's way more questionable with Indiana. But that's not to say Oregon. I think it would be a low-scoring game, Bama versus Oregon. I'll give it that.
Because I've seen Oregon being a lot more. You think of Oregon of the past, it's like high-powered offense.
Yes, exactly.
That's not what this team is.
No,
this is like more.
They're a freaking Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes,
they know how to win games.
Do what you got to do to get out there with a win.
Yeah.
They did that against Iowa a couple weeks ago. That was a game they should not have won, but they went down last second, got in field goal position, and hit the game-winning field goal. And I just think with Oregon, I haven't seen enough to say, even without my bias, that they could beat Alabama. I really don't think Alabama's defense is so good. It's underrated. I don't think people realize how good Alabama's defense is until your team plays them. And it's like, oh my god, this defense is freaking annoying to deal with. And I don't think Oregon has the caliber of defense it would take to deal with your offense going against our defense, and then also the way Alabama's offense can play. It has not been consistently amazing. It's been like really amazing, and then it'll be like really good, and then it'll be like okay, and then it's like back to really amazing. I think the best it looked was that 4-game stretch in the middle of the season when we were playing like Vanderbilt, Missouri, Georgia. That's the best our offense looked, but I don't know. I just don't think Alabama's had a complete game if you're not counting like ULM. I think that's like one of the bigger things that worry me is like maybe you go up against Oregon and it's a playoff game and you don't go. It's at Oregon too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I mean you got to go to Oregon and beat.
So maybe you go up there. You're not used to being up there in the Pacific Northwest, and you just have an off day.
Time zone gets you.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's
the thing.
It's
actually.
2 hours difference. Yeah, and you have an off game, and Oregon, is just able to beat you that day. So that's the thing about the playoffs, dude. It's 12 teams.
It's one game.
Yeah. Used to, it's like, hey, you win one game, you're in the Natty. Now it's like, hey, you got to win 2 games if you're not getting a first-round bye for a shot to get to the Final Four to then go to the Natty. So, yeah, I don't know. Right now, I do think Alabama beat Oregon. I think this week, Oregon's playing USC. I want to see kind of how this game goes.
Yeah.
I don't,
if Oregon wins, how dominantly do they win?
I'm not putting too much stock into how good of a team USC is. I just want to see how Oregon looks against a better Big Ten
team.
Because right now, dude, like I don't want to I'm taking Iowa's game with a grain of salt. I'm taking Wisconsin's game with a grain of salt. I'm taking Minnesota with a grain of salt. Like,
because it's still impressive. Oregon at the end of the day.
Like, dude, if you're gonna beat Minnesota, you might as well beat Virginia Tech. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not the same as us beating Vanderbilt or Missouri or something like that. So, anyways, that's just my whole piece. I think Bama's got it.
Okay, Bama against Indiana too.
That I'm going Indiana. I just saw, dude, I think
I don't hate that
make
at all.
You pay for your mistakes.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just
that's the difference.
It's Indiana's having one of those seasons where I'm not saying this may be Indiana's worst game of the year, but they still win.
Yes,
I think that's where I would be at on it. So
I saw really quick about Indiana. I saw something. Sam Leavitt, Arizona State's quarterback, shut himself down entering the transfer portal.
Really?
And they're like, "Oh, where does he go?" And they're like, I saw someone say, "I know a team who is notorious for bringing in transfer portal quarterbacks, who's like on the come up right now, Indiana." And I was like, "Oh my god, dude, that's literally what's going to happen." They, 2 straight years they brought in a transfer quarterback, put him in the system, led to success. Bring in Sam Leavitt, who's already made the playoffs with a lesser team, with a lesser coach, and I think Kenny Dillingham's a good coach, but I think he's no Kurt Signetti. So yeah. If Sam Leavitt ends up in Indiana and you listen to our podcast,
we called it. Yeah,
you're welcome.
We called it.
So, anyways, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get in the next one. Before I do, we're gonna come back to this, but we need to remember to talk about James Franklin.
Yes. So I literally
just thought of it too. So you said Virginia, it made me think. All right, we'll get to James Franklin after we finish this. The final one, number 11, Miami at number 6, Ole Miss. Winner plays A&M.
To me, this is no contest. I do like the fact that Carson Beck will be familiar with Ole Miss. It's not the same team, but like Carson Beck has played Ole Miss quite a bit.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like a little blast from the past. You want to call it that?
Yeah.
Just way different circumstances, and I don't think Miami's got. I think
I
Ole
don't
Miss is
see
way
them pulling
better.
through that at all.
No.
No.
I don't really have much more to say. I could see, the Lane Kiffin situation's getting a little weird.
Yeah.
Like LSU and Florida have been flying his family out,
Yeah.
and so
it was a big deal them playing Florida this past week.
yes,
so.
and then Ole Miss is like, hey, we would like some clarity on what you're thinking because like if you're gonna leave, we want to be able to move on and all that. So. It'll be interesting. If Ole Miss doesn't have Lane Kiffin, I think Miami maybe has a better shot, but I don't know. I really do not believe this Miami team at all.
Nah, I don't either. That's where I'm at. I'm like Ole Miss, Miami, 85-15.
Yeah.
I think
Not
Ole
much,
Miss
really.
is. Yeah, I do. I mean, Miami has to come out and play the game of the season for them, and that's just not the season that they're having to come show up
No,
all
you're
of a
right.
sudden in the playoffs.
You're right.
I think that's my take on it. And I'm not saying the talent's not there because obviously it is, but I just think this is Ole Miss' year to win that and advance to the next round of the playoffs. But yeah, going off of that, since I'm an A&M fan, I'd rather play Miami personally because I think you can beat Miami, especially no matter where you're playing. You'll have that 12th man behind you, and you can beat Miami.
Yeah.
Being at Ole Miss, that's another SEC game that you got to play on the road somewhere for both teams. But
I wonder. Miami's going to play Virginia Tech this week. Is James Franklin coaching in this game?
last I heard, he's not signed or nothing. Like they're finalizing.
I thought they already announced him as the head coach. Because I know, like, Penn State, or not Penn State, James Franklin, the day after they announced him as the head coach, already got a guy to commit to Virginia Tech who was committed to Penn State.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like he's already there. And like I'm sure you can start recruiting. I want to know if he's coaching already. I feel like that'd be weird, but it's an interim coach. It's he was
he can.
The coach was probably like the offensive coordinator, so he can just go back to being the offensive coordinator if you bring in. But I don't know the logistics of that. I know like maybe not. I feel like Lane Kiffin or Steve Sarkisian or somebody like that came in at the end of one of Alabama's seasons and like coached in the national or the playoff game that Alabama's in, like just one game. And I'm like, to me, it's like you bring this dude in, he's gonna have to like adhere to what the team's done all season. Like you can't just come in the week of the playoff game and be like, nope, we're running my offense. Y'all, you got a week to figure it out. Like you can't do that. And I think at this point, we're 10 games into the season. Like, is James Franklin like coming in here being, hey, we're running my offense, running
How
my
much is he going
defense?
to change? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
I could not find if he's officially coaching or not.
Yeah.
Because I, to my knowledge, they're finalizing everything right now.
I guess we can find out this weekend.
Yeah, we'll see. Honestly,
actually, November 22nd.
I mean, he obviously has some influence in it because I just read about how he's got a few people already change.
Flipped.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. They flipped. Hey,
but
he's a good recruiter. He is.
It's interesting. I don't know how we got back on James Franklin, but that's an interesting sound.
Dude, it sounded like a person yelling.
Yeah, it kind of did.
That's weird. Hopefully, no one grabs us. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Oh,
go ahead. No. You got something to say about A&M? Go ahead and say it.
I don't want to talk about it, dude. Yo, dude. I got a little ahead of myself, which like rightfully so.
Coyotes.
Yeah, it's Coyotes. Dude, those Coyotes.
Yeah, for a second
scary.
I had to think about it.
Yeah. Dude, that could be like skinwalkers and
we just don't know. We just think it's Coyotes.
Rightfully so, I got ahead of myself because they were down 27-3, and I'm texting. I was not giving it. To be fair to Kane, I was giving Kane the business. Like I was being more polite with you because I knew for sure you weren't watching. You were at work and all that.
Yeah.
But
I was keeping up with the score, but when you're just
Kane
keeping up with
wasn't
the
watching
score,
at all. He had no idea. When I texted him, I'm like, dude, are you seeing this? He's like, what happened? I'm like, y'all are down 17-3. And it's like looking bad. Marcel Reed, here's my thing. Here's my thing that made me initiate the trash talk. There was one drive where Marcel Reed should have thrown three, maybe straight or like at least 3 pick sixes on this one drive. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, you're clearly already like showing that you're rattled. And I just thought like this was all the recipe or the makings of a recipe to be a upset. And credit to A&M. You literally came out there and scored 28 unanswered. And South Carolina, dude, what are you doing? I think you have to fire your head coach now.
Yeah.
Like I think Shane Beamer's not a bad coach at all. I think it was just a bad season to be a South Carolina fan.
Mm-hmm.
But like this was kind of you can't blame this.
You see him
on,
like getting hyped going into halftime.
Well, no, he said after the first quarter, he was like, "Yeah, we beat this team by like however many last year," and I was like, "Okay." At that point, it was like 14-3 or something like that, and one of them was a pick six.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't know, man. You can't blame this loss on just the way the season's gone. Like this is a full blown. You got out coached. You collapsed. Everything. Yeah. This is the biggest red flag I've ever seen in a head coach.
Yeah.
And this was like Mike Elko got, his extension got announced, and then this game was happening, and I'm like,
he was like, I got to go win this.
Well, no, and I was sitting there thinking, I obviously still think Mike Elko is a good coach, but like, dude, you paid this dude this money, and then you go out there and you're down 27 or 30-3 or whatever.
30-3 at half.
30-3 at half, and then, God, dude, it's just obviously compounded by the fact that my team blew it. Really kind of sucked on Saturday. Obviously, I used to be an A&M fan, and I don't hate A&M at all. It's just hard. It's like that Squidward meme where, like, SpongeBob and Patrick were outside running around. It was you and Kane on Saturday while I'm sitting there just suffering.
Yeah.
So, yeah, crazy game, too. I wanted to turn it off, but I couldn't.
Yeah. My whole thing with this win is, like, it was a win. At the end of the day, you get the win. You get the one tally on your record, and they get the one tally negative on their record. There's so many people saying, like, oh, you came back from being down 27 to an unranked team that's 3-6 at the time. Like, that's not good. And it makes me mad because it's like, look, that is still an SEC game. There's still so much going into it. Like, SEC games are never determined. It's never anything. Pretty much any game, your records are 0-0. You got to look at it that way. Yes, we were playing horrible. It's just like Bama, just like everyone. They're beating themselves. That's all we were doing. Marcel Reed was playing the worst game of his life in the first half. And he even apologized. He said sorry about the first half after the game.
Dude, is it the TikTok of him dancing?
Yes,
I literally, that showed up on my For You page, and A, I thought it was fake, and B, I was like, is this seriously what he's doing?
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
At least he was like acknowledging it.
Yeah, I mean, he gets it, because I don't know what Mike Elko said at halftime, but something turned it on.
Good God.
I had a feeling, though, and like we were in some group chats texting and everything, and everybody was saying A&M is the second half team. A&M is the second half team.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing that. It's true, but like,
true, but
my friends are A&M, and that's all I hear, dude. It's like, come up with a better argument.
I mean, it's hard to argue against it. Is the thing. That's where we're at. But I agree, it was not a pretty win, but it just proves that A&M can do it when they need to. And I get there's a counter to that. Don't get down early, because there's some teams you won't be able to come back up against.
Well, no, that's what I was telling people I talked about it. I'm like, we keep really bringing up Kane. Shout out Kane.
Yeah,
it's our good friend.
It's our good friend. Yeah.
Because obviously some of you guys may not know who he is. We were talking about that, and I was like, yes, y'all are a good second half team. Totally true. But if you do this, if you go down 30-3 to Ohio State, you're not coming back. Sorry, they're not.
I think
Alabama,
about Georgia and stuff.
If you go down 30-3 to Alabama, you're not coming back.
Yeah.
If you go down 33 with a good defense, South Carolina, their defense is nothing to laugh at, but it's not as good as some of these other teams.
I totally agree. I just think it proves that. I mean, who's to say we're not having a season like Indiana, where we're just meant to win all these games, and, I think something's meant to happen.
I think you showed that you can gut it out.
Yes, exactly.
This is a game you should have never won, but yet you still found a way to win. And,
yes.
Maybe not the same situation, but you could be 30-27 in the national championship game, and the players know, hey, we know how to find a way to win.
Yeah, this game's not over.
There's no reason to not believe we can't do it.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing if you're an A&M fan. Obviously, I think a lot of A&M fans at this point are fully bought in, but even if you're still having doubts and you're like, oh, that South Carolina, it was scary, I don't feel good. hey, you went out there and you can't. I think this is the biggest comeback in
SEC history.
Yes,
Yeah.
literally, you pulled off the biggest comeback in SEC history. So
Yeah.
there's still a positive, even with everything going wrong in that first half.
And I think it just goes into as well, the mindset for A&M playing was, okay, we're playing 3-6 South Carolina. This should be a breeze through game. And then it turned out to not be that way. So then you got to come back and win. I think, and this is just me, I have no clue what they're thinking, but if I don't.
I thought he did.
If I'm A&M though, and I'm playing a good team, I'm not going in with the same mindset as going into playing 3-6 South Carolina. You get what I'm saying?
No.
Because like, I don't know, just a bigger name team, you know, the pressure's on a little more versus, hey, let's not get down early and then have to come back. Hey, we got to show up in that first half.
Yeah.
At least keep it close, keep it a game. That way we can pull through in the second half.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a very good point. That's totally a good point.
That's where I think A&M is at with it, and I'm just fully bought in on Mike Elko. I think
rightfully so.
I think that's one of the best college football coaches in college
what a
football.
good hire, dude!
Amazing
A&M
hire.
went from I was on a plane flying home from South Carolina, and we were boarding the plane and we were texting about it because A&M had just hired Mark Stoops. Or Bob, one of them. I can't remember who the head coach at Kentucky.
Yeah,
and I remember texting about it and being like, literally, what are they thinking?
Yeah.
Like, in what world is this a good hire?
Some people went to bed because that was at like 9:30 p.m.
Late.
And then like it was I remember seeing a meme like some people went to bed thinking Stoops was going to be the head coach. Yeah.
And then woke up with Mike Elko.
Yeah.
It was like, what a slam dunk hire, dude. Going from Jimbo to Mike Elko, like
it was a sleeper hire.
Yes. I mean, this is a head coach at Duke, and like Duke had just come off like 8-4. You know, like not a good season in overall college football terms, but like when you look at Duke as a football program, that's a very good season for Duke. And I just think, you know, like I said, going from Jimbo to Mike Elko, completely different people. I just think it's exactly what
different offense scheme as well. I mean, different play calling, everything.
Well, dude, you got Colin Klein.
Yeah.
Like Elko is a defensive guy, so he brought in the right dude to like man his kind of what he saw. Found Marcel Reed. I don't know what Marcel Reed's like ranking was, but you know, Wegman was the guy last year. You kind of found out Reed was going to be good.
Well, they developed Marcel Reed in the exact way they needed to in the offseason as well. That's what I liked about it because this is why I like A&M so much too. They weren't just like, okay, Wegman didn't look good. Marcel Reed didn't even look that good last season either. But we're not going to try and get rid of him and get a transfer guy, get somebody that works out. We're going to see what was the worst wrong with him, which was deep passes and throwing picks and stuff. But find stuff like that, and they improved that. That's the only thing they worked on in the offseason. And now you look at it, he he's one in the top SEC for deep passes, and he has some of the highest highest passing yards in the SEC. It also helps that he has two of the best wide receivers in the SEC. Yeah. I will give it that.
Totally. Well, no, I mean, like I'll totally say to your point, they went out and got those guys, though.
Yes, exactly. You know, they knew what they needed to add.
They made the improvements they needed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, when it comes down to Miami Ole Miss, I'm taking Ole Miss. Ole Miss versus A&M. It's hard not to be biased, but I still am taking A&M.
You can totally
unbiased. I just think A&M has got Ole Miss. Who they play next, I'll totally debate that and have much
It'll be the winner of Indiana, Alabama. Because 3 and 2 play each other 1 and 4.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Either Indiana, Alabama, Oregon. We'll have to talk about all those when that time comes.
Yes.
So
that'll be fun.
That'll be totally worth it. And as long as they're still undefeated and make it that far, we're going all the way.
Couple things, teams that were not mentioned. BYU. If they win out, that really throws a wrench in Bama's plans because are you going to penalize Texas Tech for losing the conference title game? They didn't last year with SMU. So that could really screw some things up. Georgia Tech's still 9-1. If they win the ACC, they'll get in over Miami. Whoever wins the ACC will probably get in. They just have to
give it to Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Only Georgia Tech's got to go.
I don't really care. I just want to see Georgia Tech win it.
Yeah, no, and look, I think they can, but they're kind of trending downward. They've not looked so good as of late. So
they went up, and then it's come down after like week 7.
Yep.
And now it's just kind of, I don't know.
So yeah, and then like we kind of mentioned earlier,
back into it.
So yeah, James Franklin's now the head coach at Virginia Tech, and I think it's a good hire.
I think it's the right move for Virginia Tech.
He's in the ACC, and I think that he will just be able to dominate the ACC.
That's exactly what I was about to say because, sorry, not to interrupt you,
No,
but it was either there or go to one of these SEC schools like Arkansas or Florida that's been losing and stuff, and not be able to compete in the SEC. I'm not saying he's not good, but if he goes to the ACC, it's exactly what you said. He'll be able to be on top almost every year.
He is a coach that's known for not being able to win big games, and what better place to go than a conference with no big games?
Exactly, where you can sneak into the playoffs every year.
And all you gotta do is beat like Miami or Clemson one time.
Yeah, exactly.
And Clemson, like I am not predicting, but I am seeing a huge Clemson fall off. I think this is just the beginning of like Dabo being fired, but I don't know like where you even go if you're Clemson. But yeah, I just think he's a good, like, we said earlier, he's a good recruiter, so he'll be able to like come in there and kind of be at the topper half of the ACC recruiting wise. And I think he's a good head coach. He was very good at winning games. He's just those one or two against a good team, he just couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
But hey, Virginia Tech, man.
I think that's a cool school to go to.
Yeah.
As well.
No, Michael Vick went there.
Yeah. No, I mean Virginia Tech and Michael Vick has an amazing reputation.
Yeah.
So.
Why would you not want to be?
Why would you not
want to be associated with Michael Vick?
Yeah, exactly.
Michael Vick's fine, dude. Honestly.
Good quarterback.
But yeah, no hot takes this week. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We appreciate you guys tuning in.
If you made it this far, we appreciate it. Let us know what you think about these college football predictions and stuff. I'd love to debate someone that thinks this person's going to win over this person because of this reason. So,
yeah, well, dude, let's talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
If you have a differing opinion, let us know why. We'd like to know. Don't just come at us with hate. Lay out your argument. Let us see your point of view. And if you're wrong, then you're wrong. We'll tell you you're wrong.
If you make a good point, we'll agree with it.
We can admit defeat.
Yeah.
I literally just did. Even though I literally just said Oklahoma didn't beat Alabama. I will admit defeat.
I was wondering where you were going with that, but it made sense.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know your thoughts. Things you want us to talk about. If you want us to do a different sport, at some point football will end and we'll have to find something else to talk about besides off-season news. So
hockey and probably whatever's happening.
Hockey, basketball,
college basketball may be a good one. Yeah. Depending on how the season is.
Well, see, as Mavs fans, there's really nothing. We could talk about a whole lot more.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be a good year for the Mavs, so
no,
won't be as fun to talk about it.
I agree.
So yeah, just let us know some things you want to hear. Go ahead, subscribe, hit the bell, check us out on TikTok. It's the same username. Follow us over there. We're, I wouldn't say we're growing, but we're getting more consistent views.
Getting a little more consistent.
So yeah, let's just continue to push forward.
Keep it up.
And we'll
I don't even care how big we get. If we get, I don't care how big we get, but if we just start getting interactions with stuff, that's more what I think is cool to talk about.
Yeah,
so,
it's just cool to talk about,
what people that are watching this think compared to what we think.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, we can get perspective from a Duke fan who I would never run into a Duke football fan.
Exactly.
So, hey, if you're a Duke football fan, let us know in the comments.
Shout out. Shout out. Not the best season for you, but
so yeah. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed, and we also hope this talk was sufficient.